Check this out. I decided to do a video here at the airport in Bridgetown and let you know what's been going on for the last 2 days. Let me put my stuff down and come chop it up with you guys here. All right, so check this out. I've been in Bridgetown at the airport here. This is the second day. Been trying to fly out to Los Angeles, and it has been brutal with the storms that kicked off in Miami and then New York. So I had flights to Miami yesterday that canceled, and then they were oversold here. So of course, you didn't get on. So then I had booked myself a flight on JetBlue, which left last night at 12:30 a.m. Well, this morning at 12:30 a.m. and it canceled when I got to the airport. They didn't send me an alert or anything. So that was another fiasco with these taxi prices out here. This place gets expensive very, very fast when you don't have a rental car. So as on today, I started trying to fly out at 1 p.m. on the American flight to Miami and didn't make that one. It was oversold. They were taking volunteers. And then the 3 p.m. to Miami, same thing, volunteers. And now they listed me for the 3:55 flight to Charlotte. So it doesn't look good. I think they're asking for volunteers on that one. So my last option to get out of here today or to spend the night is to try to fly all the way to London on British Airways. And if that's the case, I'm gonna go catch the closing ceremony of the Paris Olympics. I'll just fly over from Paris or take the train over from London to Paris and stay there for 2 days and then go home, because it has been brutal getting out of here, which you should know if you ever go to places that have events, huge like national events like Carnival or in this case Crop Over, or any big festival that has a lot of people coming. You want to make sure that you have secure flights to get out of there, or you'll be stuck for days and days and days on end if you are flying as a non-revenue or standby or a buddy pass rider. Like, I've literally seen people stranded in the airport for 3 and 4 days because they don't have the money to actually pay for hotels or buy flights to get out of where they are. So you got to be careful with that when you do fly on a buddy pass or a non-rev. Be able to get home. If not, be able to improvise and figure out how to get home. So this is the journey. Y'all about to be on it with me. So getting ready to go check out this last flight that leaves at 3:50 on American. And they're boarding right now, and then I'll walk over to the next gate, which is right here for British Airways, that leaves at 5:50 p.m. So yeah, this is a hell of a journey, y'all, but it was fun, very worth it. And man, I am so sunburned. Like, my shoulders are like retorched and my skin is all dark. It was rough. This is a rough one. Anyway, we're gonna keep the party going and see what happens if we make it to Paris. So come along for the ride. I'm gonna take y'all on this one. I figured it would be too good not to record this and let you know that it ain't all sweet when you have, airline connections. It's not always positive. And I haven't had one of these happen to me in a few years, so it's a learning experience. I won't come back here on a, pass or discounted ticket. I'll make sure I buy miles for the next time. Anyway, I'm gonna sign out, go over here and check out, see if I can get on this plane. If not, I'll see you on the next one. Go up in the lounge and continue chatting it up with y'all. And to top it off, y'all, I broke my damn bag. The handle, look at this. Can't even drag this thing. I gotta carry it. Good thing Your boy got mad muscle and hella strong. But I'm gonna check this bag in so I don't have to lug it all the way through the airports when I have to hand carry this thing. Anyway, let's go check out this next flight. And this flight is late, so more drama here at the airport in Bridgetown. I think the crew just arrived, waiting for the plane to come in. So more drama. Impromptu new video. Wasn't even gonna shoot one. I gotta still edit Barbados trip for the carnival. So that was just like I thought. Played out just like I thought. Like 4 revenue standbys didn't make the flight, and then all the non-revenues of course missed because they didn't have any room for revenue. So on to the next gate, which is London Heathrow, British Airways. So let me update you guys on this latest fiasco. So I booked a flight on British Airways, but they wouldn't let me check in for it because I didn't go to the ticket counter. I was at the gate already, so I just went up to the counter early before the flight started boarding and was like, hey, can you check my listing? And they were like, oh, the flight is closed already. They closed it 2.5 hours ago. And I listed for the flight a couple hours ago, and the British Airways system let me list for it, but they just wouldn't accept it. So now I am in the lounge. They have an airline executive lounge, and now I've listed myself for the 10:25 Virgin Atlantic flight to London Heathrow. And if that doesn't work, I'll probably just go get another hotel room for extend here for like 2 or 3 days until the system clears out and just relax on the beach. So that's going to be my next. If I don't make the 10, I'll call it, go get me a room and just stay here in Barbados for a few more days. But yeah, this is a hell of a damn 2 days of traveling, man. Anyway, I got some food, maybe a soda, and I'll probably go have me a couple of beers to unwind. And then I'm gonna go out to the ticket counter at about 8 o'clock because they close the counter at 9:30. So I'll go out there about 8 to check in. So I got about 3 hours to kill in this lounge. That's the update. So we might as well do a lounge tour. Got them in here. You can see here in Barbados, Bridgetown Airport. We got plenty of seating, comfortable seats too. We have water, beer, ginger ale, and tonic water, Cokes and Sprites and juices. And we have liquor. Got that rum, some wine, coffee, and the food situation here sucks though. Some nuts and stale chips, cookies. I don't know what the cake is, and they've had these cheese sandwiches out here. Tuna sandwich and potato onion soup. This is the lounge. It is priority pass. There you go. It's not bad, not bad. Not a bad place to kill some time for a few hours. So I'm back in the arrivals hall here at BGI Barbados, and they're trying to figure out how to send me back through security and immigration and customs and come back into this airport. So yeah, this is a fucking hassle, a headache. I don't wish this on no one inexperienced, but I have experience, so it doesn't really bother me. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Well, it is official, you guys. I am headed to London from Barbados. They're gonna give me my seat assignment at the gate, but this is a very positive thing when they let you through early. So now I'm gonna head back in through customs and immigration, go through that crap again where I have to take everything out of my bag. They took my pre-workout earlier, a whole brand new jar. I don't know what it is with these Caribbean airports, y'all, that don't let pre-workout go through the machine. It's just Jamaica and here so far that's only people that's taking my pre-workout. So anyway, going back through security and headed to London. I don't know if I'll stay in London or go maybe to Paris or actually get back on a flight to LA from London direct. Stay tuned, stay tuned. Rules of the game, y'all. So I'm going to top off my drink, y'all. I'm here getting slizzed at the airport lounge. Might as well do it, you know. Fucking been here in this airport for fucking 9 hours now. Pour a little Jack in here. Double shot. Got a little Sprite at the table, a little 7-Up, you know. Nickety. Alright, so I winded up booking the London Edition hotel in London. I think that's a high-end or sporty version of the Ritz-Carlton, or more hip version of the Ritz-Carlton. So we'll check it out. That's if I decide to stay there. I have a free cancellation being, you know, the member that I am. So if I don't stay there, then I'm either gonna go home to LA at 4 p.m. or try to take the train to Paris and catch the Olympics closing ceremony. So that's the plan as of now. But I'm gonna drink, and then I'm gonna pass out on this airplane, y'all. Peace. So I didn't make the flight, y'all. Getting up out of this airport, getting ready to rent me a car. Yeah, that was crazy, man. I've been in this airport for 10 hours. Missed 5 flights. Just gonna try this New York flight, but nope. All right, y'all, let the adventures of driving on the right side of the car begin. It's been a while. It's been a year since I've been in Jamaica driving on the other side of the road, but got a room at the Marriott Courtyard in Bridgetown, so that's where we're gonna head. So we're pulling into the Marriott Courtyard here in Bridgetown, Barbados. I was gonna stop and go out for a little bit, but I'm tired. I found a couple of popping bars that had a lot of business, and it was real busy, so I almost stopped, but I'm tired as hell, so I'm gonna leave this night and then save it and get back in these streets tomorrow. All right, y'all, peace. All right, y'all, shutting it down. This is actually night 7 here in Barbados. Originally it was supposed to be 4, turning into 10 to 12 days. We'll make the best of it, though. Y'all already know how I get down. Peace. Looks like they got a bathtub, a shower, basic bathroom, Courtyard's basic little coffee maker, water, single water, little fridge, safe, king size bed though, and like a 50-inch TV. Do I have a view? Absolutely not. This room was $218 per night. Crop over special. Yeah, all right. Time to go. Day 3 of the flight chronicles to get out of Barbados to get to Los Angeles. I'll give it a shot today. Stay tuned. Stick with me. Let's roll. Alright, so just returned the car at the airport. The fuel gauge wasn't working correctly. So I'm having a strong feeling that they're going to try to charge me for the fuel that I just put in that didn't register. So I attached the receipt to that. So stay tuned. Future episode, I'll give you an update on my Amex if they try to get me. Let's go. Time to check in for this Inter-Caribbean Airlines flight here. See what happens with it, y'all. All right, so checked into Inter-Caribbean Airlines. Wasn't bad at all, y'all. 2.5 hours to kill. No bag fees. Got to fill out a form for St. Lucia though before I board, so we'll see how that goes. And so far so good. Hopefully this flight is on time or it leaves. It is back to the lounge. At least they have a lounge here, but you know, like I said, choices wasn't good, but I got some time to kill. Get on the internet. Wait for this flight. The lounge is closed until 10:30. So Subway breakfast. So about 30 minutes late, getting ready to jump on the ATR 42. Been years since I've been on one of these. Back to my San Juan days with American Eagle.
On behalf of your flight attendant,
made it on board, y'all.
Any assistance?
Thanks for the ride. Appreciate it. Made it to beautiful St. Lucia, y'all. So I do a video on this place, y'all gonna blow your mind when I show you St. Lucia.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
as I could remember, today is Friday.
After landing in Castries, 1.5 hour taxi ride, $100 US, made it to Viewfort International Airport. So now waiting to go through security. Flight leaves in 1 hour and 10 minutes. Let's see if we make it. So I got a seat to Miami. Only problem with that, it's running an hour late, so I'll probably miss the connection in Miami. So the day will continue with probably an overnight stay in Miami. Might as well stay for the weekend if it's the weekend in South Beach. So we'll see how it happens. It'll be really extremely tight getting through immigration and customs in Miami and back through security. So we'll see how it plays out, y'all. But leg 2 is out of the way. All right, y'all. That was my backup right there in Charlotte. But like I said, got the last seat here on the American flight. Nice A321 Neo. Y'all ain't gonna believe, man, the bags got checked in St. Lucia and they were sitting on the ground at a whole nother carousel for an hour while we waited. Just ran through TSA pre in Miami airport. Flight leaves at 9:30. It's 8:45. Got time to get some grub. Hopefully make this last flight home. Damn. Come on, American Airlines, do better. Made it to the gate, got a seat. Finally, on the way home. LA, here I come, and I'll be home for a few weeks, so be a nice reprieve from all the traveling. So hopefully you guys like the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.